afterwards. Am I right in thinking this is going to be a terrible recording? Dude, these lines. Actually, look at these lines. So the first tip for Max Cantor was get a better capture card. Holy shit. Good lord, is Joycey in here? Is that another one who's not here? Yeah, he's not in here. Oh well. Alright, well let's give this a watch. It's it's Jasper. So Yoshi's kind of like wonky as fuck, so I'm not good for like telling people how to do Yoshi stuff, because I don't understand the character in the slightest.
Okay, so still weird. I just want to watch.
It's funny, this actually looks better on my on Twitch on my XSplit than it does actually watching the YouTube.
Get some commentating then. Alright.
Alright.
Lucina. Certainly a matchup that we've seen plenty of times throughout any meta game.
I like that.
Well, definitely that double jump armor will come in handy. Wearing down that shield with the down.
Good punish from Jasper, really.
Shields in one go.
May have needed to hit it before. It seems Joycey is using these eggs to safely zone out Jasper. However, I'm covering Ledge. Ooh, almost got shield.
Oh, that was risky.
I see that.
That wasn't ever gonna kill.
Okay, that double jump armor spiking through that heathen of a move.
So I already quite like the way Joycey. I'm already quite liking the way you space forward as.
Definitely even percent, although I think Lucina has a slight.
Alright, that was pretty bad. There was no hit confirm on that. Your up smashes have been really suspect. They're 2016 Scorch up smashes. You just kind of going for these kill moves, and it's like there's no bait, you're not giving them anything. You're just doing it. So, yeah, don't do that.
However, Yoshi does have good kill moves in up air and up smash. However, we can't see this abused too often.
Yeah, that was better. That was better. You landed the jab and you did it, but I have half a feeling that you were going to do that forward smash, whether the jab connected or not.
Right. So Yoshi does have quite a bit.
You're dead here, aren't you?
Especially against Sori.
Oh no, you kept your jump very nice.
He does make it back to ledge, although he's instantly pressured by Lucina's amazing, legit amazing ledge options. Ooh. Managed to chip him out with that jab. Going for that Randy up smash.
Alright, that was a nice punish. Oh, the down smash worked.
Ooh.
Alright, so what I would like to see at some point is you do jab and then shield. If he's going to up out of stuff. Honestly, you go for jab and shield. Yeah, good stuff there.
Oh, wow.
Alright, never mind, he didn't help me out that time.
Alright, nice. So
Don't know who's commentating.
Where we are.
So I've mostly seen a lot of commitment. Like the jab, when you're actually pressing them with jabs, it's good.
Oh, these are semis.
But I feel like you need to make sure to actually hit confirm your stuff rather than just going for it. That was a bad dash attack. That was a terrible dash attack. I hope you die for this. You should have died for that. That was a terrible dash attack.
Okay, enough about that though.
Oh, wow. That nice, that egg was just going nowhere, somehow covering the roll as well. do like how Joycey's using.
Okay, so I am just gonna say the past 3 or 4 forward airs, they were aimed at no one in particular. Let's go back a little bit further. We'll find it.
The minorities.
Who was that hitting?
Seemingly
Exactly like here. Like, where we go? Ready?
The minorities.
Who's this forward air hitting? It's not hitting Lucina Fame. There's a good half a roll's worth of distance there. And I'm just going to get it up real quick just to show you. I understand that Yoshi's forward air is actually a very good move. It's a good move in practice, but on paper it's actually kind of bad. Which is very interesting. It's like the very few cases of a move that's bad on paper, but good in practice. Oh, hello. Where did that green hitbox get there? Is that... But like, look, his head extends past the... His head extends past the hitbox. The green bit here obviously being the spike hitbox, and this being the rest of it. But like, his head sticks out the top, which is really weird. But it's still a really solid move. But it does mean that you have to be careful when you're using it. And this is not careful usage, my friend. And you did it again a little bit later. Like, that one was okay, but now you get grabbed, I think, because you didn't space it. Oh, no, you didn't, because it's a good move it's a good move in practice. That was another badly spaced forward air. Who's that hitting? That one's even worse. Like, you can't see it because of the terrible lines. Like, look at these lines, man. Look at these. But, like, look at the distance between you. Look, he's here, and you're swinging here. Even if he ran, he wasn't going to get hit by that one. There was another one literally a couple of seconds later. That one was better, yeah. That was a good one. Another one? No. Where is it? Dude, he is not there. Like, he's like, his face behind you, and you're like headbutting the floor, and you're going, you are already dead, fam. Like, I'm fairly sure he doesn't punish it because you've got very little end leg, but a lot of these things are being done in places where he's able to avoid it. And it's going to cost you because Lucina's sword swings are, pretty dangerous. You are just committing to a lot of buttons in places where he just ain't there. And are you dead for that? No, you aren't. Oh, now you are. Yeah. This is a really normal Yoshi thing, by the way, so don't feel like it's a really bad habit. Loads of Yoshis do this, especially, mid-level ones. They'll press a lot of buttons, and I mean a lot of buttons, and it will get them to a certain certain level, because Yoshi is just kind of allowed to do that because of the way the character is. But once you get to a level where you fight players who understand how to evade moves and play footsies, you'll just get murked.
It's so ridiculous. It's so good. I don't understand. Oh.
Wow. You're dead.
Wow, no.
See, there we go. That was another case of you kind of floating around in no man's land. We'll go back and watch that section again. So you're off stage. You are, for all intents and purposes, recovering, and you've done the Yoshi thing where you double jump and air dodge, and he's just murdered you for it. And admittedly, you've gone the wrong way. But you can't be upset at that for happening because you did make it really obvious what you were going to do. Like, Smashbound used to do this all the time as well with his character. He used to double jump up and like, air dodge towards the stage. And I'm like, ha! Just forward air and back off stage. Edge guard the PK Thunder that he was then forced to do. You don't even have like a killing recovery like that, so you have to be really careful. Landing on top of people, especially people who have got disjoints, is not ideal.
Oh.
And the fact you died of that is honestly good because it just kind of highlights.
Not like this. No.
It just kind of highlights that was your mistake.
No. Not like this. We're all having fun.
Man. What a recording.
Alright, so
I'm assuming this is the best of 3. Oh, no, okay, this might be a best of 5. Wonderful. I love it when people send me long sets. So that was a bad egg throw, it just happens. You did it again, you got punished again. You're gonna land on top of him, yeah. Gonna try and land on top of him. No, okay, you escaped, that was better. So you noticed how you got down because you didn't try and land right on top of him. I've noticed you've been trying to just challenge immediately. When you challenge, you get hit. When you retreat, you tend to escape because Yoshi's airspeed is really good. It allows you to get out. It allows you to be really slippery about stuff like this. That was good. Because the way he's floaty, not just because he's floaty, but the way he's floaty allows him to kind of wait stuff out off stage. So that was better.
Oh. Catching the upbeat with the down tilt, but I think it wasn't 2 frames, so he did get to jump back. Oh, now this is dangerous. Okay, manages to catch the jump out option with the egg. Could maybe have got a better punish. Oh.
Yeah, that was a bad nair, my guy.
Down to hit him and ends up eating the F smash at around 93%.
So the only thing I can assume with these forward airs you're doing is that it's one of those ones where before you do the move or before you do whatever you're gonna do, you say to yourself, "This is what I'm gonna do now." Is why I would say I'm probably assuming that you do jab to forward smash or jab to out smash before you've even seen if it's hit their shield or not. You're not looking to see your opponent. You're just kind of doing your thing. Like that forward air there, like you did. You went, "I'm gonna short hop and I'm gonna forward air them as I land." That'll work. But the issue is, he rolled behind you, and you were still gonna do that forward air because that is what you decided you were gonna do. You gotta be like, you jump and he rolls, and you're like, oh okay, he's no longer there. Let me dip, or let me do a nair or something instead. You gotta be careful with what you're trying to do, because you need to be playing to your opponent, figuring out what your opponent's doing rather than, just doing the thing and hoping it works. Once you get to a point where you're just doing the thing, because everyone has habits, and if you have a habit where you are just going to do this, then it's going to get blown up.
Now, this is where Marth and Lucina both excel. Joycey is desperately trying to get in. Okay, alright.
I mean, you know what? It worked, so I can't really fault that, but that was such a strange option.
Wow, alright. So,
that high air dodge again.
Reading the roll.
High air dodge.
Don't even talk about that.
You should have gotten punished harder.
Oh,
there we go. That all came off the fact that you did a double jump air dodge right above his head and got punished for it. Don't be afraid to end your double jump early and throw an egg just to snap the ledge. That's fine. But you're doing the same sort of recovery every time and it's getting you blown up pretty badly here.
One more game to take it, and Joycey needs to make a 2-game comeback to take it all. Well, take it all. Take losers finals.
So I noticed that he's adapted to the fact that you're doing these certain things.
Instantly goes for one of the weaker grabs in the game. Due to it being a slower tether. It's not really a tether, but it's just like a really slow grab. Not as bad as Pac-Man, so but we don't talk about that. Shout out to Octo. My Pac-Man's better than yours, Octo.
So you're coming in with attacks now, but you're still putting yourself in the same spot.
It seems relatively even. Joycey is at a high %, but
that was nice. I do like that pressure.
DPS that can be made back in a matter of seconds. Yoshi is a member of Overwatch and is in the DPS field of action.
That was a crap joke, whoever's commentating. Delete yourself.
Oh my god, I'm just going to stop for that.
Oh, did the high air dodge again.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah, okay, that was fine. You just got caught in a bad situation there. Dude, he was. Should stop charging, man. He wasn't gonna fall for it.
Tried to catch that ledge jump with the up smash, but it's just a bit too high. Playing his leg in reverse. I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, so look at these kill moves you're fishing for, and look at the damage. You're gonna take so much damage for going for these. Look at the amount of damage you took just for that one really errant forward smash that was never gonna work. See, now you've got him at kill percent. You're fishing for this kill like no one else. And Jasper was just bad there, and just kind of decided to do the full dancing blade. You were always gonna go for that because you were like, oh dear. I actually can't fault you there because I know I would have stayed in shield at the same spot because it's such a terrible position to be in. But it is obviously something you have to be wary of.
Press 2 buttons, and his shield broke.
Right. Right. Main thing is these bad habits that you have. These when he's at kill percent, don't just start going for kill moves. Confirm into them. Like, you know, it was good when he did the full dancing blade, and you were like, okay, I can kill there, because you reacted to it, and you're like, cool. I'm going to down B this. You could have done a forward smash. You could have done an up turn around and up smash. You down B worked as well. But you was like, okay, I can kill here. But when you just go, you're just like, I'm going to do a smash here and hope it works. I can't see the thought process in when you're doing them. Because the way Yoshi smashes work, they're meant to cover, they're meant to be used in like tech situations. They're not ones that can really be used just in neutral, just because. Especially not on the stages you were playing on. Like, I can understand up smashing someone who's landing on a platform or something. But yeah, so be careful with doing that. And the recoveries. Mix up the recovery because you're putting yourself in a bad situation without your jump. You were putting yourself above them. You were air dodging so you didn't have armor or anything like that. It was just... Other than that, it was alright. Just make sure you pay attention to your opponent and what they're doing when you're trying to do your moves. Outside of that, you know, there was some solid stuff in there. Your normal Yoshi things were decent. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me because I know you're not in the chat currently. Yeah. So I'm going to get on to the next one, which is